The Davy D clan becomes more and more important with each chapter, and we still don't know why. But we do know that there are other Davy D families as well, not just Xebec's family. I'm also sure there are other survivors besides Teach who are still hiding or have changed their names. Oda always does that once he reveals something new. He did the same with the initial D, the same with Conqueror's Haki, the voice of all things, and so on. There is 0% chance that Blackbeard is the only living Davy D family member. We might see new members in the future, or we might have already seen them under different names, just like we saw Rox D Xebec and Marshall D Teach before revealing their real family name. In this video, I will show you all the currently possible hidden members of this mysterious clan. I also want to say that not all Davy members are Buccaneers, at least it's not confirmed yet. And I want to make it clear that Davy does not mean D. Otherwise, Xebec would not have changed his family name into Rox. Davy D is like Monkey D, but it seems to be more dangerous for the world government. There are theories that the members of the Monkey D clan are worshippers of the sun god, because Nico was from this family, while the Davy D clan members are worshippers of the sea god, because Davy Jones, a cursed pirate from ancient times who lives under the sea, was from the Davy clan. But this is a topic for another video. Let's start with the candidates, and the first one is Nico Robin. One of the most interesting things for me this new chapter was the revelation of Teach's mother. She looks a lot like Nico Olvia, Robin's mother. I believe Robin carries on not just the will of O'Hara, but the will of D as well. God Valley and O'Hara are both in the West Blue. God Valley is stated by Rox to be where the Davy clan resides. Nico Olvia was an archaeologist in O'Hara. She and the other scholars of O'Hara studied the Void Century, which has heavy ties to the D clan. Like Olvia, Robin is an archaeologist as well. Additionally, Oda revealed in SBS 88 that Teach would be an archaeologist in real life. I will also leave the possibility that not Robin's mother, but her father was from the Davy clan. We know that he was a researcher, and maybe there's a reason why Oda didn't reveal his face. The D clan has a habit of discovering the truth. Even Clover was revealed to be from the D clan, and Robin was the first person in the series who knew about Davy Jones. Xebec was the second, and he also knew a lot of taboo things in the world. The same goes for Robin's mom, dad, and Xebec's son, Blackbeard. Teach knows things no one else in One Piece has ever heard about. For example, how to eat 2 devil fruits or steal them. Even without any hints, there were already many theories about Robin being a hidden D clan member, and I think that's true. Oda has been keeping it a secret until the revelation of the Davy clan. For me, there is no character in One Piece who deserves to be from the D clan more than Robin. If it all turns out to be true, which I hope it does, then Teach and Robin could be cousins, which would open a path to many theories and storylines in One Piece. Let's continue with the other Straw Hats who have less possibility of being from the Davy clan, but it's still possible. I'm sure you've already seen some people talking about Usopp and Brook. First of all, we still don't know their full names. We saw that Blackbeard had an afro as a kid, and in real life Oda said he would be Somali or African. I think Davy Jones could have had an afro style similar to Blackbeard as well. One hint could be a French black artist from the 60s named Davy Jones, who also had an album cover with 3 faces, possibly paralleling Blackbeard with his 3 skulls and 3 souls. In short, I think at least some part of the Davy D lineage could possibly be black with afro style. The main people I could think of are Usopp, his father Yasopp, Brook, and Kuzan. Ironically, we don't know the family names of these 4 characters. Of course, it could be a coincidence, and it's not surprising that we don't know Kuzan's family name, but why hasn't Oda revealed Usopp's and Brook's family names so far? Realistically, I think Brook will have a different storyline, and we already saw a glimpse of his flashback at Elbaf, but I think Usopp could be a very good candidate. Like Robin, there have always been theories that he's from the D clan as well, or that he has Conqueror's Haki, that he is Nolan's descendant, and many other variations about his past. Interestingly, during the fight against the Foxy Pirates, where Davy Jones was mentioned for the first time, Usopp gave Luffy the afro look, and we also saw a Jolly Roger on Luffy's chest that looked a lot like Xebec's Jolly Roger. In that scene, Usopp also put on the straw hat. It's really difficult to explain every detail of this image because of the lack of information, but I'm sure Oda has foreshadowed something with it. Next option is Buggy. Everyone expected Buggy to be Rox's son and Teach's brother, but as we saw, it's not the truth. At the same time, there are a lot of similarities between Buggy and Xebec, at least half of their face. The fathers of every current Yonko except Buggy were on God Valley in this chapter, and I think it's possible that we will see Buggy's lineage revealed in the next few chapters too. If he's a member of the Davy clan, it would explain a lot of things. The similarities between him and Rox, his mannerisms, appearance, why he's so important important and influential even though he's weak and so on. Even without the Davy connection, Buggy is one of the most mysterious characters in One Piece, so maybe Oda is keeping him for the end, for a shocking revelation. Buggy and Shanks were found by Roger and were raised together. The Davy clan seems to be a high-ranking D family, while the Figurlins are the high-ranking Celestial Dragon family. Them growing up together would be poetic. Since the Davy clan's homeland is God Valley, and Buggy was the same age as Shanks during the God Valley incident, if he was also found by the Roger pirates at the same place and time, then there won't be any doubt that he is a Davy clan descendant. If he's not Rox's son, they still could be close relatives. Even if he's not Davy D. Buggy, I am sure he's from some very important family, and the reason is very simple. The current 4 Yonkos are the final form of the Yonko system until the end of One Piece. I'm sure there won't be a new one, and I'm also sure Oda has thought about the final 4 for a long time. Luffy, our main character, is from the Monkey D family. Shanks is from the Figurlin family. Marshall D. Teach appears to be Davy D. Teach, and only Buggy is left. I have high expectations for this character, and I won't be surprised if he's a Davy too. Or even a Nerona. For now, the last candidate in this video is the man with the burn scar. He is one of the most mysterious and even mythical characters in the story, so seeing him in every list should not be surprising. He might even be a survivor of God Valley. Revealing Rox so late in the story and showing his character and personality in detail makes me think that he could actually be the man with the burn scar, and we will see him again. Everyone thought that he died at God Valley, but he survived. Maybe that's where he got the burn scar. His appearance probably changed, but he could actually still be alive. On top of that, the man with the burn scars is said to enjoy sinking enemy ships using a whirlpool technique. Rox, who had already sunk countless ships, loved to do it as well. And considering Rox's swordsmanship and how he could cut a mountain, it makes sense that his strikes directed at the sea could create whirlpools. Also, Eustace Kid mentioned that this man has the last road poneglyph. Before the time skip, the last road poneglyph was on Fishman Island, which was protected by Whitebeard, so Edward Newgate owned it. But suddenly, out of nowhere, 2 years later, a mysterious character has it, possibly even on his ship. I believe after surviving God Valley, Rox chose to hide in the shadows. Of course, he couldn't trust a lot of people. He couldn't even trust Harold, as Harold might have chosen to save and protect his country in exchange for some information. The Rox pirates were not friendly either, but Whitebeard, he was a good man, and Rox could trust him. I believe Whitebeard knew that Rox was alive, and before going to Marineford, he entrusted his road poneglyph to Rox. Of course, this video is full of speculations and predictions, but I hope you still enjoyed it. If you want to see more fun videos, like predicting the bounties of the Rox pirates, you can click on this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.